What's up, guys? Okay, this is a bent over row. So loading the bent over row is super important because I see this done incorrectly a lot, and then you complain of lower back pain, and it's because you didn't set up the form correctly to perform the movement. So with a bent over row, we basically do a hip hinge movement, and you're going to hold that. So it's an isometric hip hinge while we're pulling our row. So what I mean is setup is shoulder blades go back and down. I have braced my core. I sucked in and braced like I'm getting ready to get punched, and I'm going to take that punch, okay? Shoulders are back and down. I'm going to hinge at the hips, all right? And my goal is to get 290 or a little bit above, okay? If you can, if you've got the flexibility and the mobility, but get over as far as we can, all right? So we can pull the biggest range of motion. So I've loaded my hamstrings and my glutes in this position. They're holding a lot of the weight. Rolling my shoulder blades back and down and engaging my lats also holds the weight. Doing both of those should take it off your lower back, okay? So again, shoulder blades go back and down, core is braced, knees are soft, hip hinge. Hinge at those hips, keep that core in tight. Then I'm going to grab my weights, and I'm going to show you different grips doing the bent over row that you can do, all right? So in this position, let me grab my weights. Shoulder blades back and down, abs in nice and tight, hip hinge, get over as far as I can. Okay, weights are going to come out, and I'm going to pull. This is a hammer or a neutral grip bent over row. So when we say hammer, it's like we're holding the handle of a hammer, okay? So right here, but I want to pull to the hips, small squeeze and release, not the armpits, okay? Pull back, squeeze and release. Again, you want to be using a weight that you have complete control, that it doesn't look like this. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Okay? So we can do this same bent over row with what's called a supinated or underhand grip. So anytime you hear supinated grip, think of palm up like you're holding a cup of soup, all right? That's how I learned it in OT school. Supinated grip, palm up, all right? So, because there's lots of supinated grip bicep, hammer bicep curl. There's lots of different ways to do a supinated grip, or exercises that use supinated grip. So, shoulder blades go back and down, core is braced, hip hinge as far as we can, get over, turn those palms up, pull back. Again, pulling towards my hips, not up to my armpits, okay? Pull back and squeeze, slow release. Pull back and squeeze, slow release, okay? You can also use a barbell for this. Or I'm just going to use my easy curl bar here, same thing. But you could use a barbell. So shoulder blades go back and down, hip hinge, pull up. Now when I'm pulling here, see I'm pulling up towards my belly button, not up to my chest. Pull back, squeeze. Pull back and squeeze, okay? Right here is your bent over row.